Today we're gonna take you on a trip to East Asia to make Salmon Teriyaki. Much to most people's surprise, teriyaki has a complex history. Most people believe it was first discovered in Japan, when it was first invented in Hawaii, when Japanese immigrants traveled to the US and invented this beautiful recipe. They would use teriyaki's main ingredients, soya sauce, pineapple juice and brown sugar to flavor their food. Nowadays, there are various versions of teriyaki, but at their core, they all contain soya sauce. The word teriyaki derives from the words teri, which means to shine, and yaki, which refers to its traditional cooking method to grill or boil. And speaking of grilling, grill that like and subscribe button for me. Will take you a second and will make me very, very happy. You've done it? Thank you. Most people refer to teriyaki as a sauce, however, it's classed more as a marinade because its purpose is to prepare the meat before you cook it. The beauty of it is that the marinade soaks into the meat, enhancing and tenderizing all the flavors. Teriyaki is most commonly accompanied with grilled chicken mixed in with stir fries and noodles, or in tonight's case, fish. Yes, that's right. For today's dish, we've chosen a beautiful Atlantic salmon fillet. And the reason why we've chosen Atlantic salmon is because they're generally quite fatty, which helps lock in the moisture, taking the flavor to the next level. There are many varieties of salmon, all of which are so colorful, ranging from dark, orange, red flesh meat. Last nugget of knowledge for you today. Did you know that the word salmon comes from the Latin word salire, meaning to leap? I didn't. All right, all this talking and knowledge of food has got me starving, so let's get cooking, shall we? Yes.
Okay, now let's begin by making our marinade. Over a medium-high heat, pour in the mirin and let it reduce down to about half. Mirin is a Japanese sweet rice wine and is common in the country's traditional cooking. Next, we add our main ingredients, the soya sauce. Pour it in and let it mix and bubble with the wine. After a minute, squeeze in the agave nectar and let it mingle with all the other ingredients. The combination of these ingredients complements each other. The sweetness from the mirin and the saltiness from the soy will balance each other out and will make a beautiful teriyaki sauce. We now add the ginger and garlic pieces to the marinade. Bring the mixture to the boil, allowing their aromas to release into the sauce. Leave the teriyaki simmer and continue to cook until it begins to slightly thicken. You don't want the sauce to become too thick too soon. It's important to note the more the marinade cools down, the more it will thicken, so be careful not to overcook the sauce. When ready, remove from the heat and let it cool down on the side. The consistency that you're looking for is just like mine. Now, to infuse our fish, we take a tablespoon of the marinade at a time and pour it over our salmon. When everything is coated in this beautiful glaze, we cover it and let the fish bathe in the juices for at least an hour before cooking. Once the salmon has completely therapeutic treatment, we can start cooking the rice, asparagus and, you guess it, yes, that's right, the salmon. Pour the rice into a pan of boiling water and let it simmer for 10 minutes. While our rice is bubbling away, we're going to do two things. Cook the asparagus and then the salmon. Pour a dash of olive oil in a fry pan and pop your asparagus in, a pinch of salt and then saute for 5 minutes. Once the asparagus are ready, we can leave them on the side and turn our attention to the salmon. Pour a dash of olive oil in a large frying pan over medium heat and after about a minute, place the marinated fish fillet in. Skin side down and cook for about 2 minutes. Then turn the salmon over, add a couple of tablespoons of the teriyaki sauce and cook for about 3 minutes. For the last minute, pour in the remaining of the teriyaki sauce and let it sizzle with the salmon. Now all you're left to do is to assemble the dish and you're good to go.
And here we have it, salmon teriyaki with asparagus and jasmine rice. This looks absolutely delicious. Now, where am I starting? I think the salmon, shall we? Yes, let's give it, ooh, no way. No way. This is so flaky, ooh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this is tearing apart. This thing is coming off. Oh wow, look at that. Little flakes of salmon. Gonna dip it in the sauce. Oh wow, these flakes of salmon are absolutely beautiful. Gonna dip it in the sauce. Oh wow. So rich in flavor. The teriyaki sauce, you can taste the potency of the soya sauce, and then you get a hint of sweetness coming from the honey. Absolutely beautiful. And I also like tasting the sesame seeds. Just gorgeous, like. I'm gonna chase it up with a bit of rice. The rice and the salmon are just complementing so well. This is so beautiful. The salmon is just so tender, and the marinade, the teriyaki marinade, just takes it to the next level. Absolutely beautiful. Now I'm gonna get an asparagus. Kind of fresh compared to the teriyaki, which is full of flavor, and it balances out quite well. What I also like about it is the char and the almost burnt type of flavor. Next, I'm gonna make this bite count. I'm gonna start off with a base of rice, follow up with some salmon teriyaki, and lastly, I'm gonna chase it up with an asparagus. It's just, it really is perfect. You get your salmon, your strong flavor from the salmon, from the soya sauce, from the vinegar, and then you finish it off with the asparagus, which is almost refreshing. In my opinion, this Japanese dish is the weekend treat you want to make. And if you do, check out the recipe in the description down below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, click the bell notification icon so you get notified every time I publish one of these beautiful recipes. And when you make these or any other of my recipes, tag me on Instagram @breakfastwithdave. And until then, ciao for now!